People, it's your buddy Tack, back with another blade. Today we got the Schrade SCHGK1 Kukuri knife. First we'll go over the sheath, get that out of the way. Ballistic nylon, leg strap down there. Here's your belt loop. It also comes with a shoulder strap if you desire to carry it like that. It's got two snaps for retention, one here on the handle and then one here, because it's Kukuri, so it needs to come out that way. We'll check for rattle. Now this is going to be tough to do because there's straps and stuff, but no, not really any rattle at all. Even if you unsnap this on accident, it still ain't going to come out. You got to do this back one. You got to lift it out, or up and out, excuse me, just like that. Go over the technical specs. Now I'm not sure of the price. I think it's like 20 something bucks, but don't quote me on that. The steel is 3CR13 MOV. The overall length is 18.3 inches. The blade length is 12.8, and the weight is about 15.9 ounces. Get some close-ups of this. Now the handle is TPE. Now the handle shape looks really good. This looks like it's gonna fit very well. It's got a lanyard hole if you like those things. Now it's a full flat grind. The bevel is a tiny bit off. Initial sharpness seems decent, but there's only one way to really find out. Let's go out and test this thing. See how the initial sharpness is. Just do some simple push cuts. See if it bites in at all. Okay, so far, not that great. It's like okay. Let me just move around on the blade. Doesn't seem that sharp. Oh man, I hate it when stuff ain't sharp. Dang it. You know, it's not bad, and this is a softwood. Or is it? I think it is. I think this is a softwood. Yeah, it's not really biting in that great. Okay, let's see how this goes. So we're in my little side yard, and I want to make this a little wider, and I got a lot of prickers and sumac here. It's not the poisonous kind, and if you don't know how to tell the difference, I did a vid on that a while ago, what poison sumac looks like, or poison sumac, whatever. But, oh man, there's no freaking berries. Anyways, let's hack a little bit of this up. This is supposed to be for light use. Let's see how it works. Ooh, prickers. Seeming to be sharp enough for this at least. So I gotta make my backyard a little bit wider. It's kind of small and kind of funky. I don't want to make it too big, but there's some sumac right here, or sumac. Try it out on something a little bit bigger, the sumac tree. Ooh, good thing it ain't poisonous. Touching me. Yeah, and that's like almost an inch diameter. Not bad. Cleave that pretty easily. Let's do this whole tree. Oh, almost in one cut. Whoop! Timber. Actually, for not being that sharp, it's kind of cleaving it. Yeah. Let's see how it does on some downward chops. We're going to be going with the grain. Now, this is a softwood. First, I'll try in a regular handheld, and then I'll do some 3-finger action. Okay, bring it out that time. Ooh, nice. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of 3-finger action, see how much more power we can get. Yeah, definitely more power. Just flip it over, have a fresh side. A little bit more 3-finger action. No shock, no slippage so far. Ooh, I hit it like weird that time. I actually felt it twist in my hands. That might have been my bad. Try that again. Yeah. Like I said, this is the softwood. If this was hardwood, it'd be a lot harder to do than this. But there you go. Wow. Weird, how come I didn't have more luck with the other Kukuri I had, that expensive one? It was like really beefy. I think it's just the geometry. Oh, Well, might as well baton this thing. Decent sized piece of poplar. Let's see, where do I want to do it? Maybe right about here. TPE does a really good job at taking shock, man. Even with that, you feel a little bit, but it's not like even shock. Whoa, that kind of just flew right through. Okay, I'm done being nice to this thing. Big old piece of hardwood. It's at least the same size as that last piece, if not bigger, and it's hardwood, so this should be pretty brutal. Don't mind the lame ass cars going by. Man, what a difference. You could tell already. Wow. Still no shock. Right there I did when I hit that. But when I'm hitting over here, I feel no shock. Whoa, this thing's serious. Ooh, that's kind of a knot. Uh-oh. Here I go. Watch me break it. I'll be pissed if I break it. I don't like breaking shit. Well, no. She's doing it. Whew. Man, what a difference from this to softwood. Man, I'm sliding out again. That's what she said. I know. Yeah, no problem though. Did it pretty well. Might as well do some hammer stabs just for the sake of it. See how this goes. Tiny bit of shock there, but not. I think it's because of the length. And it's like bzzz, and it goes up because it's kind of thin as well. Yeah, a little bit on the hammer stabs, but the grip is really good. I mean, I'm not feeling any faults with this grip. The shape is like really good. The TPE is nice. Yeah. So let's take a close-up of this thing. How'd everything hold up? Good. The finish, it's a little rough, a tiny bit of friction, but as soon as you start using it, it smooths it right out. But look at the edge. I'm surprised, you know, 3CR13. I'm not a big fan of that stuff, but they look like they did their heat treating well. So, no flaws. So overall, how do I feel about the new SCHGK1 from Schrade? Well, for the money, it's definitely worthy. That's one thing they got down. Yeah, it's not CPM 3V tool steel, but they're also not charging you $300. So 20 bucks seemed like it worked pretty damn well. It even took hardwood, and that's saying something for something that's kind of thin. It's not super thin, but it is kind of thin. It's got to be over a quarter, or not a quarter, excuse me. I mean an eighth, I think, or maybe it's about an eighth of an inch, something like that. It's pretty thin, but the steel held up well. The coating is a little bit rough. I don't like the rough coating, but it does smooth out a little bit after use. Edge held up well. The sharpness wasn't that great, but for some reason it was hacking good. It's that extra power. Handle shape's awesome. No slippage, no shock, nothing like that. Fit really well. So overall, definitely recommend it for 20-something bucks. Thanks as always for hanging out with your brother Tack. And until the next time we meet.